A Visit to Sleepaway by Templeton Moss. Time for bed, I said, and as always, they started to whine and complain. I'm not tired. It's too early. I don't want to go to bed. We had the usual arguments and I finally got them to brush their teeth, put on their jammies and get into bed. Then I came in to say goodnight. Why do we have to sleep? She asked. If we didn't sleep, said her brother, we would have so much more time to play. Well, I said, thinking carefully, if you didn't sleep, you would put a lot of people out of work. What do you mean? He asked. All the people in Sleepaway. Where? They both said at once. Sleepaway. You know, the place where sleep comes from. You've never heard of it? They shook their heads. Well then, I said, let me tell you about it. Sleepaway, I told them, is sometimes called Slumber Town or the Land of Nod. But whatever you call it, that's the place where everyone works quite hard to bring sleep to the whole world. Don't ask me how you get there, because I don't quite know. You have to take a lot of right turns and a lot of left turns, but that's all I know for sure. The people who live in Sleepaway sleep all day. Then, when the sun goes down, they get up and go to work. Everyone works in Sleepaway, and though there are a lot of different jobs, they're all important for helping people to get to sleep at night. Here are just a few of the things the citizens of Sleepaway do to help people go to sleep. The Yawn Factory. Yawning is very important for sleeping. Have you ever seen someone yawn? Or heard someone yawn? Oh, it probably made you feel like yawning, right? Even talking about yawning like this is probably making you want to yawn. Yawn, 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 yawn. Moving on. The Yawn Factory is the very centre of town. It's a tall building in the shape of the letter Y. It takes 57 people to operate the machinery, and every half hour, the factory sprays about a zillion yawns into the air. The yawns then fall to earth until they find a person to land on. Then that person lets out a great big yawn and starts to feel like it might be time to go to sleep. The Sand Quarry. You've probably heard of the Sandmen, right? The guys who fly all over the world and sprinkle magic sand in people's eyes to make them fall asleep. You may even have woken up and felt like there was something in your eye, right? That's leftover sleep sand. But where does all that sand come from? From the sleep sand quarry, of course. Here's where the biggest, strongest men and women of Sleepaway work. They swish their giant hammers and smash big boulders of sleep stone into great big rocks. Then the great big rocks are smashed into smaller rocks. Then the smaller rocks are smashed into pebbles. Then the pebbles are crushed into gravel. And finally, the gravel is pulverized into tiny grains of sleep sand. The sand is then put into bags which the sandmen carry with them as they fly around the world, helping people to fall asleep. The Sleep Sheep Farm. Some people need more than sleep sand to fall asleep. Sometimes people also need to count sheep. But not just any ordinary sheep will work. Only the very special sleep sheep can do the job. And Sleepaway is the only place on earth where you'll find sleep sheep. They live on the farm of Eula O'Heap, who first discovered this rare strain of sheep. She's very proud of the sheep she keeps and claims that if you count her sheep, you'll sleep deeper than you ever have before. She even has a sign outside the farm that reads, "If you want to sleep real deep, just count the sheep of Eula O'Heap." The Dream Studio. If you ask me, the best part of sleeping is dreams. Getting to go on crazy adventures while resting up for another day makes sleeping a lot of fun. But where do those dreams come from? Well, from the Dream Studio, of course. The Dream Studio is just like a Hollywood movie studio. There are writers who come up with ideas for dreams, designers who create the things the writers write about, actors who play all the people in your dreams, and directors who oversee the whole thing. And just like with a real movie, all of these elements come together to create an amazing experience. But unlike the pros in Hollywood, these people have to put on millions of these little movies every single night. The Boogeyman Hunters. Unfortunately, not all dreams are fun. In fact, sometimes they can be downright scary. Do you know why? Boogeymen. Boogeymen are short, fat, slimy creatures who creep into the dream studio and turn nice dreams into nightmares. All a boogeyman has to do is touch a dream and it turns into a nightmare. But don't worry, because there is a dedicated force called the Boogeyman Hunters. They stand guard outside the dream studio to make sure no boogeyman can get in. The problem is that there are about a kajillion boogeymen and only about a bajillion boogeyman hunters, so they're sort of outnumbered. That's why boogeymen do, every now and then, get through. They're doing their best, but nobody's perfect. The Snore Processing Plant. People sleep in all kinds of different ways. Some sleep on their backs, some on their sides, and some on their tummies. Some people even talk in their sleep. And as you probably know, lots of people snore when they sleep. You might think that snoring is a bad thing, but to the people of Sleepaway, snoring is vital. All these buildings and machines, all these factories and things that need power to make them run, which is why a very clever guy called Theophilus J. Schlumpf invented a way of converting snores into energy. The T.J. Schlumpf Snore Processing Plant is right next door to the Yawn Factory. The Yawn Factory is shaped like a big Y, and the Snore Plant is shaped like a big Z. Instead of shooting things into the air like they do at the Yawn Factory, the Snore Plant pulls in all the snores that people snore from all over the world, and through a process known only to a select few, turns those snores into the electricity that's needed to keep Sleepaway running. It's amazing, isn't it? I said, that all those people work so hard every day just to make sure folks like us can get a good night's sleep. Still, I guess if you really don't want to go to sleep anymore, I can just call them and ask them to stop. Is that what you want me to do? Neither of them said that they wanted me to call Sleepaway. It might be because, after hearing my story, they had decided that sleep wasn't so bad after all. Then again, it might be because they had both already fallen asleep. Either way, I gave each of them a kiss on the head, walked to the door, and turned out the light. Good night.
Storyberries.